With the release of Shin Megami Tensei 3 HD Remaster on the horizon, there have been a lot of people that have been asking me what exactly is up with the Shin Megami Tensei series. And today, I'm going to answer those questions, but before any of that, I have a couple prerequisite questions that you need to answer before even starting this video. Do you enjoy fighting demons? Do you enjoy collecting demons? Do you enjoy grinding in video games? Do you enjoy getting one hit killed by a demon after 5 hours of grinding? Do you have over 50 hours to invest in a video game? Are you willing to kill God? If you answered yes to any of these questions, congratulations, you have what it takes to become a bona fide SMT fanboy. Today, there are roughly 3 dozen Shin Megami Tensei games. It's a pretty hefty slope to try to go through if you're going to play through all of them in their release order. And honestly, I don't recommend that. Being an SMT fan doesn't mean you have to be so diehard that you have to buy every single game that ever came out. Instead, you should play the games that you may be interested in. But an entry-level game to get into the Shin Megami Tensei series is probably Persona 5. I'm not saying Persona 5 is the best game in the Shin Megami series, because honestly I think the story is really lackluster, but there are a lot of really polished concepts in there, gameplay-wise, such as the demon negotiation stuff, which was added directly in the Persona series because they stopped using shadows as their basic enemy type, instead just switched over to using demons, which honestly, I guess it's a welcome change, but I kind of preferred the aesthetic of the shadows through Persona 3 and 4. But I guess a lot of people also didn't really like the shuffle time mechanic because they didn't get to choose which demon they get. So it's kind of an equal trade-off. You get less, cooler enemy designs, but you get to choose the demons that you want to choose. It's just an entry-level game into the Shin Megami Tensei series, and from then on, if you have a PS3, I recommend playing Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. They're both $10, so if you have $20 to blow it right away, but they're also somewhat higher scaled games than Persona 5 is, because difficulty-wise, Persona 5 is extremely easy. You can probably beat the game without using any buffs or anything, but Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 are on a medium scale of difficulty. You still need to do a lot of planning and actual tactical stuff to actually win a majority of the battles in this game. So you can't really just headbang your way through it like you probably can in Persona 5. And then after that, I would recommend going to play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. It's quite possibly the hardest game in the Shin Megami Tensei series, but also probably one of the best games in the series. It still follows the motif of you kill God at the end, you free a bunch of people, the concept of destiny is all tipsy-turvied. There's a lot of really cool endings that you can get in the game. All the characters and stuff are really fun to watch and, play out. You even get to, just screw around. There's a lot of demons that you can talk to. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in that game, and genuinely it's a good game to start off with. And then after that, I'd recommend playing through the Raito Kuzunoha duology. It's not hard, I just recommend playing that if you have any questions about stuff that happens in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, because if you're playing in the Japanese version, which you'd have to emulate, Raito's stuff is it's pretty cool. He has a talking cat and things are just pretty wacky. Honestly, I just recommend playing through the SMT stuff. All of it's really fun. But, the fan base. I have to get into the fan base because honestly, it's really toxic. There's a lot of people that are SMT no-lifers, like I said before. If you don't play through every single SMT game, you're not a real SMT fan, which I don't believe in the slightest. I know it's a very vocal minority, but still at the same time, it gives a bad rep for the fandom. And then there's Persona fandom. A lot of them are good meaning, but they're kind of just a little bit stupid. Per se. I don't mean to say that every person who likes Persona 5 or the Persona series is stupid. It's just that there are a lot of times where I just see specifically Persona fans in the comments of like Twitters and other places such as Reddit, especially Reddit, making these horrible takes about what should happen in like the Persona 5 or Persona 6, and it's just getting a little bit wacky at this point. A good thing to think about while playing the SMT games is about the characters and the story involved in it. Looking deeper inside them, you can genuinely see like a lot of work and effort goes into these games. And I'm going to be honest with you right now, the SMT series is awesome. There's a lot of great moments, a lot of great things that you can go to do inside of them, and they're just really fun to play. But if you don't like them, honestly, that's totally okay. There's a really big difficulty spike in like every single game. Except Persona 5 Royale, really. It's kind of like an upward climb of difficulty. There's no just like giant spike that you have kind of like in a Nocturne. Cough, cough, Matador, cough, cough. But, yeah, there's a lot of, you know, crazy crap going on in this game series. I really recommend playing it. So far, every single Shin Megami Tensei game that I've played has been really, really good. So therefore, I think I'm going to have to give it a masterpiece rating on the Caleb chord. A fat 10 out of 10. The series as a whole has been really enjoyable to play through, and they've really scoped out the JRPG genre for me. And it's really helped me, I don't know, with writing in general. There's a lot of characters that in the SMT series that are really well written, and I guide from them, or not guide from them, I take from their plot lines a lot when it comes to writing characters and stuff. I'm not saying that I'm copying them wholly, I'm just saying, whatever, I don't explain myself. Shin Megami Tensei, good. Play it. Yeah, see ya, losers.